Hammerwatch is a top-down hack-and-slash action-adventure dungeon crawler. It's a great game for the person who likes to search out secrets and explore every inch of an area for treasure. The majority of gameplay in Hammerwatch consists of traveling through enemy-infested areas, clearing every single thing, and collecting items on the way. The game is very straightforward. Keys open doors of the same color, walls with cracks in them can be broken to reveal passages, stuff like that. There's never a very difficult puzzle or sequence of events required to make progress through main parts of levels. Secrets hidden throughout levels, however, may require some thought and aren't very obvious. Throughout Hammerwatch, the player discovers vendors. Vendors sell potions and upgrades. Upgrades are class-specific boosts to damage or abilities. Players start off with just their basic attack and a single ability, but eventually through the use of vendors get 3 specific abilities. As an example, the Warlock can shoot lightning, shoot out a wave that drains life from nearby enemies, and conjure a short-duration lightning storm. Combo and combo upgrades are also purchased from vendors. Killing a certain amount of enemies quickly activates a combo. When in a combo, the player automatically shoots out waves of damage in every direction, gets a movement speed boost, and most importantly, gets passive healing every second. Healing from a combo is really powerful, and can be a player's only option when all the regular sources of healing on a level are exhausted. This gameplay mechanic encourages players to run headfirst into large groups of enemies in hopes of healing. There are 6 classes in Hammerwatch: the Paladin, Wizard, Ranger, Warlock, Thief, and Priest. The classes aren't very balanced. The Paladin and Thief have a distinct advantage over the other classes. They can block certain projectiles and have to get in close to deal damage, but to compensate, they almost always kill enemies in a single hit. They're prone to get easy combos, and so it's possible to go headfirst into a room full of enemies and spawners, and come out with more health than before entering. Furthermore, they don't have to kite enemies at all, making the gameplay faster and more enjoyable. Hammerwatch is a great game for cooperative play. The entirety of the campaigns and all maps can be played alone or with others. The game supports local co-op, network, and online play. Up to 4 players can occupy the same game at once. In co-op on a single computer, players play on a single screen and share a keyboard and a few controllers. On network and online play, players can drop in and drop out at any time. Hammerwatch has a built-in rudimentary server browser. Hammerwatch isn't the most popular game in the world, so options for playing with random strangers is limited. There's a lot of content to Hammerwatch. The game comes with 2 campaigns, Castle Hammerwatch and Temple of the Sun. There are also 3 maps included: Survival, Hero Defense, and an older version of the Castle Hammerwatch campaign. Additionally, Hammerwatch comes with a level editor, and there is a large amount of community-made maps available online to download and play. Castle Hammerwatch takes place in a 12-level dungeon. The story in this campaign is lacking. Basically, the player gets separated from their group and must ascend floors in search of wooden planks to reassemble a bridge. This campaign is roughly 7 hours long. What's bad about this campaign is that it's really linear, and it's impossible to go back after entering a boss fight. Throughout the campaign, the player collects seemingly pointless planks of wood. These planks of wood are cleverly hidden in obscure locations, and sometimes require multiple steps in order to reach. The main thing to note is, it's easy to miss planks. Going through the campaign with some not collected means, at the very end, it's impossible to beat. Therefore, players will likely have to do a second playthrough of the entire campaign with a guide if they wish to get the true ending. Temple of the Sun is a free expansion campaign. It was added to the game free of charge for everyone on September 16, 2014. Temple of the Sun takes place in the desert, pyramids, and underground. This campaign, unlike the previous, has a satisfactory amount of story elements. This campaign is roughly 9 hours long. When compared to Castle Hammerwatch, Temple of the Sun has a lot of improvements. For one, players can always go back and freely roam around old areas for missed secrets. New and interesting traps and enemies were also introduced. One thing that's negative about this campaign is that there are one-hit kill death traps that can't be spotted ahead of time on the first playthrough. Unlike Castle Hammerwatch, this campaign has a central hub town. In this town are all types of vendors. The player levels up the vendors. This is done by placing an item called Calcinite ore found throughout the campaign in baskets next to the corresponding vendor. Leveling up vendors makes it so they sell higher level things. This adds a degree of depth to the game, as players have to decide what kinds of upgrades they wish to invest in. Survival and Hero Defense are more multiplayer-focused maps. Survival consists of unlimited waves of increasingly difficult enemies in an area where hitting giant crystals grants money. Hero Defense plays like a tower defense kind of minigame. Waves of increasingly difficult enemies enter the playspace and try to make it to the end of a track. They don't attack the players, but decrease an on-screen health bar when they make it to the end. Community-made maps can be very interesting and creative. As an example, one person remade tricks and traps from Doom 2 within Hammerwatch. This is a weird thing to mention in a review, but Hammerwatch sure does have some cool effects. In options, it's possible to simulate the look of an old low-quality monitor. Even the curvature of the screen can be edited. Also worth noting is Hammerwatch runs really well, and all modern-day computers can run the game on maximum settings. But just in case, or if you prefer the look, there's also settings to disable shadow and lighting effects. My score for Hammerwatch is 7 out of 10. The game is really good despite its flaws. Overall, Hammerwatch is a solid game worth buying. It's especially good when playing with a friend or friends, but doesn't really have much replay value after beating. Thanks for watching, like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Au revoir.